Hello and welcome to Privacy Engineering in Practice. I'm Abdulmajid Raji, and over the next few hours together, we are going to close the gap between what privacy law demands and what engineering teams actually build. If you've ever sat in a meeting where the lawyers and developers were speaking two different languages, this course makes you the translator, and translators are exactly who this field is hiring. In this short introduction, I'll tell you who I am, who this course is for, and what you'll be able to do by the end, and how to get the most out of it. Let's get started. A little bit about me so you know whose judgment you're borrowing for the next few hours. I hold the IAPP 3 core certifications, CIPPE on European law, CIPM on program management, and CIPT on the technology side, together with the Fellow of Information Privacy designation. Academically, I have an MBA from the University of East London, an MSc in Information Technology, and a BSc. So I've lived on both the business and the technical side of this discipline. Professionally, I work in senior privacy roles in industry, privacy reviews, privacy tech reviews, DPIAs, vendor assessments, regulatory compliance, literally the work this course teaches. My experience spans financial services, technology, non-governmental organizations, and higher education, which matters because the principles stay constant while the risk landscape changes completely between sectors. I am hands-on with the tooling you meet in this course: OneTrust, AWS, Azure, and so on. Everything I teach here is something I've done, broken, or fixed for real. Why does this course exist? Because of a gap I've watched cause real damage. Law courses and certifications stop at the law. You'd learn what GDPR says, but not how storage limitation becomes a scheduled deletion job with a verification test. Engineering education ignores privacy almost entirely. Boot camps and computer science degrees teaches you to build brilliantly, but never asks what a future hands to a stalker, an insurer, or a regulator. The gap between those two worlds is where the incident happened, and is also where the jobs are. Privacy engineering is the discipline that lives in that gap, and the people fluent in both languages are scarce and well paid. This course is built to make you one of them. Every legal concept you meet will land a design decision, a schema choice, a test, or a backlog ticket, not just theory. Is this course for you? Three groups get the most from it: privacy professionals going technical, analysts, DPOs, consultants who know the law cold but want to walk into an architecture review and hold their own. If that's you, the modules on threat modeling, cloud, and AI will transform what you can offer. Engineers who's been handed the privacy duties, developers, architects, tech leads who keep getting pulled into reviews and want a structured method rather than legal lectures. You get frameworks you can apply in your next sprint. And CIPT candidates or career changers targeting privacy engineering roles, you finish with applied skills and a genuine portfolio piece because the course ends with a complete capstone project. The prerequisites are deliberately light: basic familiarity with how software is built, no law degree, no cryptography, no coding is required. Everything is explained from first principles. Here's the contract for your time. By the end of this course, you can translate GDPR principles into testable engineering requirements, designs, and controls, not just policy statements, things a reviewer could fail. You can threat model real systems with Lindon and turn findings into DPIAs and backlog tickets. You can engineer consent, retention, and deletion that survive contact with production, including in the cloud and in AI systems, where most of the new risk lives. You can apply privacy engineering technologies like differential privacy and federated learning with honest judgment about what they cost and when they are worth it. And the one I'm most proudest of, you show rather than tell. The course ends with a complete DPIA and threat model on realistic applications, a portfolio artifact you can publish, screen share in interviews, and reuse as a method at work the very next week. How the course works: 9 sections in one deliberate arc. Foundation, then the law engineers need, then the data itself, then threat modeling, the heart of this course, then embedding privacy in the development lifecycle, the cloud, privacy enhancing technologies, AI, and finally the capstone. Each section builds on the last, so take them in order. One running example threads through it. Stridewall, a fictional fitness and wellness app, resembled from patterns I've seen in real reviews. By the finale, you know its architecture better than its imaginary founders do. There are 2 hands-on exercises plus the capstone with worksheet and templates provided as downloads. And lectures are short and single concept, 2 to 10 minutes, so you can learn in bursts and refine any topic later. One ask from me: when an exercise slide says pause the video, genuinely pause it. Watching me find threads teaches you almost nothing. Finding them yourself is where the skills transfer. One last thing before we start, and it's the mindset that carries the whole course. Every system you will ever review was designed by decent people making reasonable decisions under deadline pressures. Nobody set out to build a privacy incident. The privacy engineer's job is not to be the department of no, it's to be in the room early enough that the reasonable decision is also the safe one. That means speaking both languages, asking the right question at the whiteboard rather than at the postmortem, and making privacy the path of least resistance for the teams around you. That's the skill we start building right now. If you are ready, I'll see you in section 1, Foundation of Privacy Engineering. Let's go.